You are listening to the best in spoken word poetry on the Poets and Poetry radio show.
Malakai and Stephen, welcome to the show, both of you.
Hello.
Hello.
First off, could you tell us a little bit about each of yourselves?
I'm a writer, director, poet sometimes, and I founded the S&K project with Stephen back in September 2014.
Okay, over to you, Stephen.
Yeah, I'm Stephen Kavuma, and I'm a writer and director as well. And yeah, just as Malakai said, we founded the S&K company.
Okay, so what exactly is the S&K company, and why? Why did you create it, and why did you feel it was important to create something like that?
So initially, Stephen and I were actors, and we realised that a lot of the jobs that actors who were young black men were getting was, you know, you either die in the first 5 minutes of the show, or the
Very stereotypical.
Or you're killing someone else. And we realised that's not accurate or representative of the black community or what we wanted to achieve.
So you want to rise above those negative stereotypes and connotations?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we also wanted to write our own stories and tell our own stories and empower others as well through theatre. I mean, it started off as something that was, you know, there fighting, you know, not fighting, but kind of sending out a message to people and saying, hey, actually, we can do better than being gang members, or we can do better than, you know, killing somebody, because we're actually quite skilled and talented actors. And so it's about using us and using, you know, trying to make us the best that you can.
Okay.
But then it became a thing for everyone, really, because the aim was to make the arts for everyone.
Yeah.
So if we started to just say, well, we're here for just black people, that isn't for everyone.
We want to make it all inclusive.
Yeah, we wanted to make it all, because we both come from an inclusive theatre company. We were both trained inclusively.
Okay.
So we have that background, and so making the arts for everyone stood out to us, and it's always been our strapline and our goal and our mission to do that. And so it hasn't just become about black people, it's become about working class actors, it's become about disabled actors, it's become about those who are underrepresented, the black, Asian and ethnic minorities.
So giving opportunities to those who might be kind of some way disadvantaged in terms of the arts.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So how did you both meet?
We met back in 2012
Okay.
at the theatre company where Stephen and I trained, Haringey Shed. It's in Tottenham, it's an inclusive theatre company. And initially I didn't like Stephen. I thought he was quite showy-offy.
Yeah.
Quite amazing.
I remember this one time they had a race with like, all of them, and then just Stephen just flew past everyone, and from that moment I decided I didn't like him.
It's too good.
So what made you actually like him then?
Ooh.
It was, Malakai's a really funny person, and he's really down to earth and really normal, and it's just him, and it's either you like it or you hate it, and he doesn't pretend to be anything other than that. And I thought, oh great, and also he has a passion for the arts, which I have as well, and he's enormously motivated and enthusiastic, and he has a lot of passion, so he has a lot of drive into whatever he's doing. And I thought it would be great to work with him, because I know whatever we'll be doing will be great, because we're two passionate people, we're two driven people. Once you have that together, you know,
two key elements.
Exactly.
So in the beginning of your company kind of being created, what was it like for you? How was it like getting your feet off the ground, basically, getting things going?
Well, it was weird. Stephen was part of a company before that we will never speak of.
For copyright reasons.
Okay.
But yeah, seriously, I signed a contract. I'm not allowed to speak about it for legal reasons. But yeah, so Stephen and I produced 2 events in the summer of 2014 together. We met in some coffee shop and we were like, we want to do something. We want to.
Was that a poetry event or like an acting theatre event?
It was
everything.
Yeah.
Okay, a mixture.
Yeah.
Poetry, music, beatboxing, acting. So we did that on Dalston Roof Park.
Okay.
July 2014.
Yeah. And it went well?
Yeah.
July the 6th, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so about 2 years ago,
Yeah.
Okay.
We thought like 60 people would come, over double that turned up.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
And in the heart of Dawston, a very vibrant area now.
Yeah, that's one word for
Gentrification.
it. Yeah. It was good, and then that kind of encouraged us to do it again. And when we did that at Dalston Curve Garden, which was like 2-minute walk away from the roof park, and we realised we had a knack for producing
doing this.
Okay, so the company's based in the Hackney showroom, your residence.
Yes.
There, how did that happen? That's a very good achievement.
Thank you. We met the core director Nina at this networking event in Tottenham. The Royal Court are doing a residency in Tottenham, so a 3-year residency.
Okay, I
And
think I heard about that.
Yeah, they wanted
and
to.
you won that.
Oh no, we didn't win it. But they just wanted the Royal Court wanted to see what Tottenham people are saying and what they should do in terms of being there. And Nina was there, and we spoke about stuff. And Nina was just like, "Look, I set up this, got a space called Hackney Showroom, and I think you guys would be interested." Sent a couple of emails, had lots of meetings, and we became resident company. And they saw that what we do is actually really good, and the people that come to our things enjoy it, and they were like, "Oh, this is great.
Yeah,
should be here."
So what was your first show at the Hackney showroom?
Deconstructing Blackness.
Yeah.
So last November, we wanted to do something for Black History Month. We did a workshop prior to the event with some young people in Tottenham that was free, and it was like a writing poetry workshop that I led, exploring blackness and identity. What does it mean to be black? How does blackness relate to you? And it was interesting because it wasn't just black children, young people there. It was people from Tottenham, and it was representative of
a mixture of the community.
Yeah. So after that workshop, we held our first event at Hackney Showroom, Deconstructing Blackness. We had a lot of artists performing who were all black people, from poets and singers, rappers, musicians, that sort of thing. Okay. It was well attended. We used the main warehouse space, which is big, fits like 250 people, and it was a nice event. We get like caterers for all of our events as well, like black people, good hearty soul food, that sort of thing.
Not your bread and biscuits.
Okay, so you got an event coming up this month.
We do. Can
you tell us a little bit more about that? It's the SK Fest.
SK Fest. So we're in Dalston Curve Garden again for 2 days, on the 27th and the 28th of July. So we've kind of split into different parts. So on both days, on the 27th and the 28th, from 1 p.m, we're gonna have like
that's truly a festival, 2 days.
Yeah. We're gonna have a market with different creators, makers, and innovators, hosting and leading activities, selling some of their produce. So we've got local food stores, local fashion lines, all coming together to show that arts is more than theatre and poetry. Arts is being creative, art is making something, arts is being an innovator. And that's what...
bringing your vision to life.
Exactly. And that's what the market's about. So on the evening of the 27th, we have a show called Black Tongues.
Yeah, and Black Tongues is a performance of all these monologues, stringed together, these monologues about race and identity and power and influence, stringed together to make a production, one huge production. Then after the production, there'll be a Q&A with
Antoine Allen. He's this journalist and broadcaster who speaks a lot on identities, but he's a very insightful guy. We've also got a panel of artists of colour, so models and poets and musicians talking about their experiences being young, black and creative in the UK as well.
So what time does it start and what time does it end? Obviously it's a 2-day festival, but when does it kick off?
So the market kicks off at 1,
and
then we'll close the space at 6. Then at 7 we'll open the doors again for our evening events. Okay. So we've got Black Tongues on the 27th, and from 7 p.m. on the 28th we have Art in the Garden, which is what we've done twice before now. So we've curated and selected some of the best musicians and poets to come and perform. So we've got Ayo Rope, Rara, Caleb Fleming,
Miss Banks.
SNE. So we got a range of different artists.
Sounds like a great array of talent.
Yeah, definitely that. So that's from 7 p.m. and tickets are all available on our website. Very reasonably priced tickets. So that's sandkproject.com.
Okay.
And I think you asked, just to go back on what you asked about how did it start. It was very rough for us to start because we were, like Malakai said, we were meeting up in coffee shops, having our meetings there. It's now changed to having meetings at Hackney Showroom.
Yeah.
We were funding our events ourselves, and we still are to an extent. But now it's kind of changed to the events funding themselves.
Yeah.
So we obviously we make it accessible because that's one thing we really want.
Yeah.
But we have to ticket to make a profit,
Exactly.
so we can do more stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so now it's kind of grown into a healthy business and kind of working for itself instead of us just because we're still growing and we're still learning, and we don't want to be broke, homeless at the end of the day.
Okay, so what is it like putting on your own shows and events?
Inspiring. At the end of it, it's a long process. It's a lot of hunched over your computer sending emails. It's a lot of meetings. It's a lot of dedication. But ultimately, some words that you once wrote down in a notebook with some lines and some scribbles
It's a play.
It's a play, or it's an event that you've put together. You've got people together to come from different parts of London, of England, to perform for you and have your vision come to life. It's an inspiring thing to do, and I would encourage everyone to do it. It takes perseverance and dedication. But if me and Stephen, who are just two young black boys from North London who could have been another statistic, if we can get up and do something, so can anyone else.
Just do it for your community, man. Do it for your people. Get up and do it. Yeah, of course, like when we first started, we didn't get paid for all of this stuff we were doing, and we were just wanting people to come and access music and access shows and stuff. And then we realised actually we're doing very well in terms of we can pay other people, so we can pay our artists and we can pay ourselves as well, and we can keep the community vibe in terms of these new places.
So basically, it's very financially viable art. What next for our SNK project, and what next for yourselves as well as individuals?
What next for SNK project? Keep on doing what we're doing and spread the love and keep making the arts for everyone.
Yeah, all inclusive.
Making the arts for everyone. Yeah.
It's such a cliche. Very ill. Yeah, no, same. We strive to make performing arts as accessible, as entertaining, as educational as it should be, and taking it to different mediums, not just in theatres. Our next thing is outdoors. The whole thing is outdoors. Theatre can be performed outside.
You can do.
I think theatre is too expensive. It's too expensive, man. It's too expensive.
It's out of the reach of many
exactly.
people, especially poorer people.
It's too expensive. You got to factor in travel. You got to factor in the performance as well, and that will probably come to about £100.
Most people are gonna bulk at that sort of price.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? So it's too expensive, and we want to make it accessible. I want to get it to a day where theatre's free. I want it to be free. Just everyone can access it, and I don't think it will do any harm in terms of financially to how you're going to pay the actors, how you're going to pay the directors. I think all that could be sorted out. Like we go to museums and galleries and we go there for free. Do you know what I mean? We step in the gallery, step in the library for free. These are all things that are very accessible.
In a sense, art should be free.
Exactly. And once you put a price on it, you're stopping people to access these things. And that's exactly, I'm not just, I'm kind of being on a rant here, but it's the mental thing that I think those privileged people have had at the top. They just want to have a lot of barriers for you to access this thing, and once they put that barrier on, you are gonna say no, I don't want to come to it. But once it's free, there is no excuse for you. You can easily come in and do it and be part of it, and I think that's what they don't want you to do. They don't want you to be part of it. So cut this very exclusive membership place where it's just really disgusting.
Open up.
Yeah.
So like in the next 10 years, where do you both want to be? 10 years from now. 10 years from today.
Prime Minister.
If you can be Prime Minister of England.
I think you die. Someone will shoot you.
What party?
Independent.
Okay.
Independent, man.
I don't know. I just want to keep on doing what I'm doing. I'm really passionate about diversity. I'm really passionate about people accessing theatre of all sorts. Theatre is still white middle class men. it's just disgusting, and I don't like it. And I want people to access the training as well. So where are these people training? Where they're learning? If we look at training as well, it's very similar to this to theatre too. You know, it's not so different. It's still white middle class people. You know.
I think a lot of it is about infiltrating the system and to break it down.
Yeah.
Same goes with education. Same goes with a lot of other institutions. They're built against young people. They're built against poorer people. They're built against people of colour. They're built against people who have disabilities.
Basically, the groups of people that the system doesn't deem as desirable.
Exactly. Not pretty enough.
Yeah.
You know.
You don't want to be pretty. You want to be heard.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing about us.
Okay. So finally, where can people find out more about the SNK? Mention the website again, and where can people find out more about each of yourselves, both of yourselves as well?
We're on Twitter, me and Malakai, at
Malakai Sargeant, MALAKAI SARGEANT.
And I'm on Twitter at _Stephen with a V, Kavuma, KAVUMA, and our company's on Twitter as well.
At _SK Project, that's Twitter and Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, and we're on our website is www.snkproject.com.
It's 3 W's there, not 2, as Stephen said.
I said 2.
He said 2.
Oh dear,
Sorry.
Okay, thank you very much for both coming on the show. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much, and get involved with all our stuff and hype us and talk. You know, I think with I'm not going on a rant here, but with what's happened, you know, it's about us coming together and us building something beautiful, and it's about us empowering each other and giving each other a voice, giving each other a message, and giving each other a platform to do these great things, supporting one another. The Muslims, the Indians, all of those do, you know, the Turkish as well, they do those things very well. The Jews as well do those things very well. Blacks are lacking on that. Blacks are lacking to come together and to you know, to strive and be as one. That's where the power is. All these white middle class people, they come together and they do their things and they support each other. We're not doing that right now, and it's about supporting each other and growing this network.
Exactly. Together we grow.
Exactly. The hashtag is
exactly.
Support black businesses.
Great way to end the show. This has been the Poets and Poetry Radio Show. I've been your host, Sinclair Farrell, joined by my guests today, Malakai and Stephen, founders of the SNK Project. I truly hope you've enjoyed what you listened to. I'll be back next week, 4 to 6 p.m. Until then, have a happy, safe, and productive week. Keep it locked to Power Extra Radio.
Power.com.
This is the Poets and Poetry Radio Show, every Monday on Power Extra.